Welcome back, everybody, to the Cleveland Cavaliers MyLeague here on NBA2K21. As today we are continuing here with the early stages of our first season in the series. Currently, our Cavs are 3-6, not playing all that well. We played 2 games last episode, losing to the Mavericks 112-100. Although I think that game was not as close as the score suggests. And then a nice comeback, 113-105 victory against the Knicks. So here's a look at the numbers through 9 games. I know it is a small sample size, so take it as you will. But there is a lot to like so far with this team. Obi Toppin's had a good rookie year. Kevin Porter Jr. has shown nice progression. Darius Garland has really improved as a passer, averaging over 8 assists per game. I don't think that's going to stick, but good sign. Colin Sexton is having a nice year, so lot to like there. Also, the rosters are officially done. The past couple of days, I've been transporting the DNA of all the rookies into the save file. If you want to know how to do this, I could probably make a tutorial video. If not, I'm sure there's got to be a tutorial already up on YouTube. So, yeah, I'm happy that I was able to get these done. And now we can actually get to the nitty-gritty part of the series now that all 30 rosters are set. So I have set up the trading block. Currently, we have Andre Drummond, Kevin Love, Colin Sexton, Darius Garland, and Dante Exum. Now, I'm not shopping all of those players. You're probably wondering why I have Sexton and Garland there. You got to realize that chances are we won't be able to build around both of them. So I just want to gauge the market. I don't plan on trading either of them this season. And I think the only player on the block I'm currently actively shopping right now is Kevin Love. Love is 32 years old. He's not getting any better. He is showing signs of regression this year, only averaging around 13.4 points per game, 9.2 rebounds. He is shooting for high efficiency, so I guess there is less volume. But Obi Toppin, who is the backup power forward, is outplaying Kevin Love, who is over a decade older than him and is the starter. That's not ideal. Love is also locked up 3 years, $90 million in that span. That's a really bad contract for a rebuild, and probably not somebody we want holding our team back. So I did want to take a look at the trade finder. Now you got to realize we're not going to get that much value for Love. I'm trying to make a realistic trade here. I'm thinking probably a bad contract, maybe an okay young bench player, and a protected first-round pick. And, I mean, 2K's offering some really good players here. Mitchell Robinson, Buddy Hield. I just don't think that their respective teams would consider trading those young assets for a guy like Kevin Love. I bet the Pelicans, who have a really good young core, would love to trade their most valuable draft pick for a 32-year-old aging veteran. I bet they would absolutely love to do that. So, as I said, I don't plan on trading Kevin Love right now, but within the next couple of episodes, don't be surprised if a deal is done. Let's just leave it at that. So I did some more simming. We would simulate 4 games, going 2-2, losing to the Sixers both games, and then beating the Heat and the Knicks. So not too bad there. Speaking of the Heat, Cleveland has another game against them here at the American Airlines Arena. Cleveland currently 5-8. The Miami Heat, meanwhile, I believe are 8-6. The Heat are the defending Eastern Conference champions. I know the Eastern Conference Finals is not over in real life. I might bite my dust for calling that now, but whatever. Regular starters today here for the Cavs for the most part, but no Darius Garland. He has a minor injury and will be inactive. Cedi Osman, meanwhile, will be the starter. The Heat roster looks quite a bit different from last year. No more Goran Dragic, no more Jay Crowder. They have added a few other pieces like Danilo Gallinari and others. Quick dunk right there for Andre Drummond, as it is 8-7. Nice bucket by Gallo to give Miami the lead. 9 apiece, there is Bam Adebayo, the breakout star last year, in my opinion, robbed of most valuable player over Brandon Ingram, and that's no disrespect to Ingram. He's just already been proven, unlike Adebayo. As there's Andre Drummond with another slam. 13-11, good bucket by Jimmy Buckets, as the Heat are now up by 4. 15-11, Josh Jackson, gonna pass it out for Colin Sexton, no good, but for rookie Obi Toppin is there, glass cleaning, paper scraping, getting the board, and Josh Jackson now on the fast break, getting the slam. Former top 5 draft pick, trying to have a renaissance of his career. As it is 7-15, there's Hero over to Adebayo, who slams it down on Larry Nance. And speaking of Adebayo, he's not done the dunk show. Pair of beautiful dunks from Adebayo, 22-20. There's a nice shot by Colin Sexton to tie it up at 22 nearing the end of the first quarter as Duncan Robinson going to heave it up past half court. Shot nearly goes in, but not quite. That'll do it for one. This game deadlocked at 22 as we advance to the second. There's Tyler Hero going to open things up with the and one. Dante Exum is called for the foul. Nice bucket by the second-year pro out of Kentucky. As here's Baruch Obi Toppin with an excellent dunk. Toppin looking really good in this game. Kind of started his career off slowly, but the past, I would say, 5 or 6 games, he has played really well. Speaking of Toppin, again on the fast break. Going upstairs where Grandma hides the cookies. Obi Toppin looks like a man amongst boys right now. 26-29. Cleveland going to tie it up with a Kevin Porter Jr. 3-ball. As there is Jimmy Butler. He's blocked by Cedi Osman. Going to have to pass it inside for Danilo Gallinari, the Italian stallion, with the bucket. As there's Andre Drummond getting the lob. The Cavs are throwing down dunks left and right tonight as Gallo loses it. KPJ with the steal. Here's Kevin Love over to Drummond, passing it out for Colin Sexton, who's no good, but Andre Drummond doing what he does best, and that is crashing the boards. Getting the and one to go down 33-31. There's Javon Carter denied at the rim. Andre Drummond says, "Get that out of here." Sexton going to pass it out for KPJ over to Cedi Osman, who misses. Guess who it is with the rebound? Andre Drummond. A few passes later into the hands of Kevin Porter Jr., who drills the three. Cleveland up by 9 all of a sudden. The Cavs are on a hot streak offensively, and even more so, the Heat just cannot get a bucket right now. Jimmy Butler misses the mid-ranger. Miami's offense is ice cold. Colin Sexton with the layup. Cleveland now up by double digits. A few minutes later, it's now 44-35 as Javon Carter over to Iggy. He gets Kevin Porter Jr. flying on a pump fake. Iguodala with the layup, and it is good despite nice shot contest from Kevin Love. 44-37. Here's Toppin, 5th overall draft pick, misses it, but Andre Drummond with yet another offensive rebound. He puts it in. 50-39, light here in the first half. Very good second quarter, as you can see so far from the Cleveland Cavaliers. As Danilo Gallinari trying to go inside, he does get the layup to go down, cutting the lead to single digits. 50-41. Here's Porter, gonna get it to Nance. Quick pass for Obi Toppin to beat the buzzer, and it's not quite good, but still a very good second quarter on both sides of the floor. Cavs lead this one 50-41 as we enter the halftime break. Cleveland is just clicking, especially defensively. The offense has been okay, but defensively, team's looking really good. Andre Drummond has been an animal, 14 points, 6 rebounds. He's been surprisingly good on the offensive end this year. Got to give him credit. Let's go to the second half. Danilo Gallinari going to open things up with an and one. 52-46. Heat look like they're trying to come to play here in this third quarter, but it's going to be a challenge when you've got a bunch of different players on this Cavs team who can score. Kevin Porter Jr. gets the 3 following possession. Kevin Love knocks down a 3. And it is a 10-point lead for the Cavs. The offense looks good early here in the third quarter as Jimmy Butler with the lob for Bam Adebayo. The all-star connection with the nice play. 60-50 now. Bam loses it. Andre Drummond with the steal. He's probably the best center in the league when it comes to getting steals, if that means anything. Drummond with the slam. There's Obi Toppin now with the slam as he is topping that rim. I don't know. I tried to think of a pun with his name. There's Colin Sexton with the mid-ranger. Look at that score. Cavs are up by 20. Make it 22. Toppin with the putback slam. He now has 18 points in this one. Cleveland is just going on an absolute tear in the third quarter. They're up by 27. What has happened? Sexton trying to lob it for KPJ, who only makes a layup. Okay. And now at the end of the third quarter, I don't know why Darius Garland is in the game. He has a minor injury, as you can see. It's nothing major, so, I mean, he technically can play, but I don't know why he was in there. That's weird, but oh well. 3 quarters in, Cavs up big, and we would just skip the rest of the fourth quarter because this game is a blowout. 101-74 is your final. Great win for the Cavs. Defensively, this team looked awesome. the Heat could really not score easily at all. They had trouble driving inside to the paint. Andre Drummond was a brick wall in there. The Heat are a team full of shooters, but they were not making their shots tonight. Duncan Robinson and Tyler Hero were both very quiet. Robinson scored 0 in this game, as Hero only had 9. Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo were okay. Danilo Gallinari played well, but the rest of the team was not super great, as they just did not shoot the ball efficiently. 5 for 18 from 3. Not really where you want it. Now, the Cavs actually shot worse from 3. Obi Toppin with 29 points. That's a career high. Off the bench, remember. Once Kevin Love is gone, he'll probably be the starter. I feel like that might actually hurt his points per game because he'll have more minutes with the starters. Kevin Porter Jr. with 19. Drummond with 18 and 16, including 9 offensive rebounds. Kevin Love with 11 and 10. And the rest of the squad was good. Cleveland only went 4 for 22 from 3. That is really bad, but you know what? A win's a win. So you can't really complain too much. So we would sim 4 more games, all against playoff teams last year, and the Cavs would go 3-1. Granted, these 4 games are against last year's 7 and 8 seeds in the Mavs, Blazers, Nets, and Magic, respectively, but they're still 4 playoff teams. 3-1 is pretty solid in that span. Cavs are now 9-9, and if the season ended today, they'd be the 8th seed in the conference. So I guess that's fun. Don't look now, but the Cavs are a playoff team. This one is against Giannis Antetokounmpo and the 11-7 Milwaukee Bucks. Obviously, Giannis is on the final year of his contract, so it's a very big year in Milwaukee. Nice layup by Kevin Love, 6 apiece. DeMarcus Cousins misses it. Giannis is blocked, gets it back, and gets the slam to go in. 8 apiece now. There's Boogie Nights, DeMarcus Cousins with the short shot. Cousins hoping to rebound his career here in Milwaukee and potentially give Giannis that second superstar they've been looking for. As Toppin with his first bucket of the game, there's his second. A nice slam dunk as it's 14-12. Toppin trying to get another basket. Instead, he's going to pass it out for Sexton. Hot potato from the Cavs as Toppin with the offensive rebound and the putback. Obi Toppin has just been a man on a mission these past couple of games. Really impressing here as a rookie. Nice layup by Milwaukee, now 14-18. George Hill going inside. Good defense by Dante Exum, but he still makes it nonetheless. 18-16. That's Cedi Osman with a deep 3. You might as well call him Kim Jong-un because he's launching nukes. 23-18. Brook Lopez, the Stanford alum, going inside with the layup. 20-23 late here in the quarter. Dante Exum trying to drive inside as he is showing off that tunnel vision, getting the layup. So that'll do it here for the first quarter. The rookie out of Stanford, Tyrell Terry, will not lob up the full court shot. Cleveland leads it by 5. On to the second now. It's for rookie Tyrell Terry with the layup. There are only 3 players in the NBA I can think of out of Stanford, and all of them play for the Bucks. Tyrell Terry and the Lopez twins. As there's Obi Toppin with the bucket, 25-27. Brook Lopez gonna tie things up. Speaking of the Stanford guy, as there is Darius Garland with the and 1. As Cleveland is back on top, we got a pushing and shoving match. These 2 teams are going back and forth right now. There's Giannis Antetokounmpo with the slam dunk. Quiet first quarter for Giannis so far. As there is Kevin Porter Jr. inside for K. Love. Nice layup off of the spin move, 33-36. Giannis again outrunning the slower Andre Drummond, who isn't able to turn his body quick enough. Giannis with the layup as it is a 1-point lead for Cleveland. Pretty defensive battle so far. Not a whole lot of scoring, as that was a mismatch. Giannis was guarded by Darius Garland. That should be an easy bucket for Giannis, but instead he misses it, and the Cavs go on the fast break, getting the Kevin Porter Jr. slam. 37-38. Drummond misses the mid-range jump shot. However, Kevin Love is there with the putback. Speaking of Love, he would get blocked on the next possession by Giannis. Get it back and put in the layup. Good second chance effort there by Kevin Love, who is on fire. Love now going to go for the contested 3. He does not get it, but Andre Drummond with the putback. The great thing about this Cavs team is they've gotten so many second chance opportunities with the size down low, mainly Andre Drummond. As there's Cedi Osman with another 3. Cavs lead it by 4. Eric Bledsoe with the steal. LeVar Ball once said, "Stay in your lane," but there is nobody in that lane, and Bledsoe capitalizes. 2-point lead here for Milwaukee as the very tough shot is made by, I believe, Garland. 45-49. Bledsoe trying to drive past Darius Garland, and he will throw it down. One-handed dunk for Bledsoe, 49-51. Sexton trying to end the first half on a high note. He is unsuccessful, missing the long 2-point shot. And the first half is in the books, and Cleveland has the lead over last year's 1 seed. Milwaukee had the best record in the NBA a season ago, and the Cavs are really hanging in there. I mean, they're winning. Giannis did not go takeover mode in that first half at all. Only 12 points, 0 assists. He's got to shine more in this second half if Milwaukee really wants to win this game. As there's a nice steal by Cousins. Milwaukee going up the court. Giannis with the layup. 53 apiece. Kevin Love gets off the screen, no good. But Sexton with the rebound. Even the smaller guards are getting in there with grabbing some boards. 55 apiece. Wide open. Dante DiVincenzo in the corner as he makes the 3 for Milwaukee. Wesley Matthews misses the layup. Boogie Cousins loses it. Picked up by Drummond. Cleveland running the break. Kevin Porter Jr. for 3. And just like that, it is once again tied up. Now it's 60. Here is George Hill. He's denied at the rim by Drummond. Shot clock continues to tick. Now at around 10 seconds. DiVincenzo, former national championship MVP back when he was with Villanova, with the bucket. 62-60. The Bucks are up. Colin Sexton going to try to change that, and he is successful. Let's go to the sub 2-minute mark here in the third quarter. Tied at 66. Good defense on that possession by Cleveland. Kevin Porter Jr. makes the 3, and the Cavs have a very nice point total at 69. Milwaukee takes the lead with a Giannis Antetokounmpo slam. Now it's 70-71. Cavs up at the end of the third. Milwaukee going to try to get a last-second shot to beat the buzzer and take the lead. Giannis going inside. His bucket is successful. And with 0.5 seconds left, Milwaukee will take a 1-point lead. Andre Drummond going to heave it up from deep. Drummond is one of the better half and full court shooters in the NBA. I know, Andre Drummond and shooting well in the same sentence, ironic. He would miss it, however, as we go to the fourth. DeMarcus Cousins with the slam, trying to gain some of that mojo he had offensively back when he was with the Kings and even the Pelicans. As Eric Bledsoe with the layup. 78-77. K-Love going to give the Cavs the lead. Kevin Love is looking good today, maybe raising his trade price a little bit. As there's Brook Lopez with the and 1 and the lead for Milwaukee. Colin Sexton is called for the foul. 83-81 now. Halfway through the fourth quarter. Good defense by Cleveland. Darius Garland with it. Going to try to take it himself. Now he's going to get it to Love. Over to Colin Sexton, who buries the 3. Cavs take a 1-point lead. 83-84. Bledsoe to Brook Lopez. He tells Sexton, what you can do, I can do better. Bucks back up by 2. As there is Kevin Love with the and 1. Right now, these teams are just trading 3-pointers. Now, not all of the shots are from 3, but you get the point. Milwaukee would make it 2. They now lead it by 1. 88-87. There's KPJ for the lead. No good! But Kevin Love comes flying out of nowhere with the slam. Cleveland up by 1, but that lead will quickly evaporate as Giannis gets the slam. Kevin Love does not have the athleticism or change of direction to make that defensive play. I think Cleveland is certainly going to try to find some more athletic and versatile defenders in their near future. As Garland misses a potentially huge 3, Bucks would quickly turn it over, and the Cavs have it back. Running out of time on the shot clock, Garland heaves up another 3 from that same spot. Once again, no good. 90-89. Can Milwaukee get a basket here? Giannis, long 2, and he would connect. Cleveland would miss their ensuing shot, and now we're playing the foul game. Giannis is at the line. He missed his first free throw. The second one goes in, and Milwaukee now leads this game by 2 possessions. 93-89. The Bucks nearly get the steal there. Love gets it back over to Kevin Porter Jr., who makes the long 2, cutting the lead in half. Milwaukee would sink a pair of 3 throws as it's now 95-91 with under 30 seconds to play. Garland again from that exact corner. This time it's good. After another pair of 3 throws, it's 97-94. And Kevin Love is fouled. It looked like Cleveland was trying to go for the 2 points rather than hold and take a 3. Love would make both 3 throws as it's now 97-96. Bledsoe would be fouled. He missed his first, and he makes his second. 98-96. I assume Cleveland is going to hold it here. Either try to go for the 2 to tie or go for the 3 to win it. Darius Garland with the rock. Remember, in the first game of the season, Garland had a game winner against the Orlando Magic. Garland going to go for the 3, and it's no good. Tipped by Lopez, and that's how this game ends. Unfortunate loss for the Cavs. They really stuck in this game from start to finish against one of the best teams in the NBA. And I've got to say, although this looks like it was supposed to be a tank year for the Cavs, this basketball team has played well. They've been one cohesive unit, and I think Cleveland, hypothetically, if they continue to play well, they'll be a threat for the 8th seed in the Eastern Conference. Very good performance today by the Cavs. Despite losing, I think this team has to hold their heads high. Giannis did dominate in the second half, 25 points after the break. He had 0 assists, though, which is wild. Giannis is known as a guy who can make plays for his teammates. He's a good passer. He didn't get a single one, which is wild. But he did go 17 for 22, so that kind of makes up for it in the end. So that'll do it for today's episode. This Cavs team looks like they're going to win some basketball games this season, but the question is how many? Hope you all enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like in the comments below. How would you leave a like in the comments? I don't know. Leave a like on the video. Make sure to comment, share, subscribe if you're new. Hope you all enjoyed. Stay safe. Peace out.